Greetings, everyone. Thank you to another Grass to Career session of Meet the Provider. My name is Sade Young, and I'm the Recruitment Associate for Grass to Career. And today we have Mr. Good. Please introduce yourself.
Good day, everyone. My name is Maurice Good, and I am the program director for Maryland New Directions.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about Maryland New Directions?
Sure. So, Maryland New Directions is an organization that is almost 50 years old, and we got our founding in just helping the community. And so, throughout the decades, that's what we do. We, our tagline and our mission is changing lives through employment. And that's what we like to do with each person who walks through our doors. We want to change their life through employment.
That's awesome. And employment is life changing. What programs do you guys offer?
So we have two programs for young adults. One is our hospitality and customer service program, which is a 2 week training that helps people get employment in tourism, like the hotel industry and hospitals and things like that in terms of patient care, transportation, and then we have our maritime transportation, distribution, and logistics. I know that's a lot.
That's a mouthful.
Really, it comes down to what is called material handling. So it's warehouse associate, production assistant, and some of the employers that we work with in that industry is like Pompeian Olive Oil, the Giant Food, the supermarket, their distribution center, some other companies like Peak. So we do a lot of manufacturing training for material handling.
Awesome. So those are the programs you offer. Are there any supports for students that join the program?
Yes, and so for because right now we're doing a hybrid model of virtual training as well as very limited in-person training. When society opens back up, we'll go back to doing our in-person training, and so young people are eligible for bus tokens, um, depending on they're eligible for what is a youth performance stipend of $50 a week, provided that they meet the requirements, which is doing the work that is assigned to them. Um, and then they have a job coach. And so the job coach is responsible for working with them to address whatever barriers that is preventing them from being successful and helping them to get over those barriers so that they can live their best lives.
That sounds awesome. So, what would you say the culture is like at MND?
So the culture is very much like mentorship, coaching. Um, we that's what we do. We want everyone to be successful, and if the young people aren't successful, we're not successful, and so we work really hard on helping them to be able to overcome those barriers. And so I don't want to use the term family because family, could mean different things to different people. But we like to think of ourselves as like this year's Los Angeles Lakers. We're
Hey,
champions, and everybody who joins the team is a LeBron. So all of our young
everybody's a
people,
LeBron.
everybody. So we got a team full of LeBrons, and we're just trying to win them chips.
Okay, collective rings for sure. That's awesome. So, besides being a LeBron, why should a student come to MND?
They should come to M&D if they are ready. And I say that because um, you have to have a certain drive that you're ready to take your life to the next level. And not everybody's there. And that's not just for young people, that's for, adults as well. Not everybody's ready to roll up their sleeves, put the work in, and take their lives to the next level. But if young people or if they are ready to roll up their sleeves, put that work in, then they're going to find that we're a very supportive team, and that we're going to push them. We're going to uplift them and and empower them to be able to make, make a living that they will be able to build on and continue to, put that money in their pocket and begin to live the lives that they want to live.
That's amazing. Well, I think that covers everything. We talked about the program, we talked about why students should join. Are there any questions that you get a lot from students that we can go ahead and answer now that someone may have?
So I think the most common question is like, do they drug test? So like they want to know if they drug, the employers that we work with, they do drug test. Um, because we deal with forklift. So we train people to get forklift certified. And so you don't want anyone operating a forklift who is under the influence, especially if they have to work in a two-person team. And so it's very important that people are drug free. And so, yes, the employers that we work with they do drug testing. It varies, from hair follicles to urinalysis. But I will stress that yes, they do, the employers we work with, they do drug test.
So that brings up a question. Will students have to be drug free and drug tested during the length of the program?
Yes. So they won't be drug tested, but they must assure us that if they come in and they're not drug free, then we create a plan for them to eventually become drug free. So that would be one of their goals. So here we do a lot of goal setting. So their goal, so if you come in and you're not drug free, we're going to ask them, well, when was the last time you used? Oh, I used 3 days ago. Okay, so it's going to take you about 45 days. The training is this long. The training for the material handling is 3 weeks. So if you are not drug free in that time, we're going to put other systems in place to help you get to that point where you're drug free. I had a conversation with a young person and I basically gave it to him the way it is. I said, you can continue to smoke, or you can say, you know what, this $15 an hour that is waiting for me, let's multiply it. So if you're working 10 hours a day, that's $150 a day times five, times 20 days in a month, so it adds up. So here it is, you have the opportunity to make $30,000 a year. So that's what's waiting for you if you're drug free.
That's a great, if it makes money, it makes sense.
Absolutely.
Are there any supports to help students become drug free, or any resources on how to, like, what you need to do to be clean to pass that test? I know there are different programs in different schools that thought of how you can get to that point.
Absolutely. And so we have relationships with organizations that's what they do, is help people to recover from substance use. And so we work with those organizations to help the young people find alternatives to using, and we support them, and so one of the things that we stress is about health and wellness, and so we have people on the team who are going to address mental health, and what are some of the alternatives. And we open to doing yoga, so we used to have a yoga class. And so like, now that we've gone to a hybrid model, we have enough space where we can offer yoga classes to a small group, or so we're always looking for ways to be innovative so that we can support our clients.
That's awesome. That's so amazing. Well, I thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate this.
All right. If you want to learn more about MND, please go to www.bmoreg2c.com. We have more information about the programs you all offer and how to register for them. So thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you on the winning team at MND.
Absolutely.
Bye.